Hello, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today we've got a match between Rogue and TY here on Eastwatch, the latter edition. This is from their round of 8 best of 5 from Katowice 2018. And welcome to another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Zerg player. His name is Rogue. Rogue won BlizzCon last year, making him the best StarCraft 2 player in all of the world. As long as you subscribe to Tournament Theory. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player, TY. A terrifying, abjectly elite Terran player in all senses. It is a shame they had to meet in the round of 8. One person will move on. One person will be stuck. And even if you know the outcome of this series, you don't know the outcome of this game. Well, you might, but it's not guaranteed. Okay, so here we have the barracks from TY. Got a refinery. I'm assuming it's going to be a Reaper opening at this point. And there's a hatch first out of Rogue into an extractor, into a pool at about 17 supply. And in fact, that is a 17 supply. There's your spawning pool, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Just about. So, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I do StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void stuff every day of the week, pretty much. With the exception of Saturdays. I like to throw a bonus one on there, but also I do Brood War Remastered stuff on Saturday, which apparently you are going to be familiar with if you watch the channel at all. Additionally, I have branched out into other games. I've started doing some Far Cry 4 in anticipation of Far Cry 5, which is going to come out here in just, wow, very soon indeed, about 10 days, a week or so. So very excited for that one. Far Cry series has been fun for me for a long time, and Far Cry 5 set in the United States of America, where I am from, should be a lot of fun too. Reaper on the way here for TY. Reaper's name is going to be Ben Dover. Yes, apparently I'm a middle school teacher where the students are trying to get me to say funny things. So this is Ben Dover. Ben Dover, the Reaper. Zooming up here to the top right-hand corner of the map. There are 2 queens in production. There's already 4 lings very close to finishing at this point in time. It's a fairly large map, so the timing here for Rogue is going to work out quite nicely. Where he's got the lings, it's going to have the queens. Actually, wow, fairly soon here indeed. Reaper going to hop up inside the main base. Oh, no defense here, though. The lings went down to the natural. Forgot about the hop up on the main base location. I don't think the Reaper has any plans to kill any workers at this point in time. He's just here to kind of put the fear of Terran into Rogue, force him to use some actions per minute on stuff other than droning up. Because the Zerg player that's left alone for essentially the whole early stage of the game is a terrifying Zerg in the mid-game. So Ben Dover decides to hop on down, get out of there. Natural base done for TY. Ling's moving out for Rogue in a very sneaky way, though. Are we drop lording? This Overlord pathing makes it look like, makes me feel like he's going to go for some drop lord action here. And Terrans and Protoss, who are used to walling off for so many years and being effectively safe against Zerg for the early game, have had to worry about the drop lord tech being moved up the tree quite a bit to where it's available as soon as you have an evolution chamber. That's it. No lair required, no anything of the sort. It's not all that expensive to upgrade a single Overlord to a Dropper Lord, so actually, can we see it here? Dropper Lord, yeah, 25 gas and 25 minerals. It's kind of a lot of gas in the early game, but it's definitely worth it to bypass this wall, right? Bypass, I guess that's not a wall, but it will be. It will be soon. Oh, we got speed first. We got Speedy Lords, first of all, to go for the scout. So he does see there's a Viking in production here. That's all it really could. I guess it could be a Liberator or a Medevac, but he assumes it's a Viking. The Overlord gets the heck on out of there. We got some Hellions out at the front here with Ben Dover, their friend of the Reaper. Queens easily shoving those guys back, losing a creep tumor, and third base coming up here for Rogue as well. So I love this early Viking from Terrans. It just makes me feel good to see them fly around and kill Overlords, especially faster Lords that are really, really great for scouting. Oh, is the faster Lord coming on in? By golly, he is coming on in. Where are we here? Oh, just scouting. Just scouting a tiny, tiny bit, trying to see if there's anything else going on. Nothing really to see at this point in time. Nothing that he didn't already know. Tank, gonna get a tech lab on it there. Likely gonna be tank. Likely gonna be tanks, but that is definitely a factory, not a tank. The faster Lord is not quite fast enough to escape from its doom at the hands of this Viking, and it explodes, throwing blood all over the place. All right, where are we at, man? Where are we at, Hellions? Trying to sneak on up third base. Oh, getting saturated with drones. Oh, man, if you kept going, you might have had a nice window to get a bunch of workers there, but queen count continuing to increase here. Working on another one is Rogue. Additional lings Pretty much going to be a Ling Queen defense. Hellions just bypassing the Queens, though. Well, not bypassing them, but getting the heck on out of there, running away from them, not directly engaging. Liberator was produced out of that starport here. There is a Spore Crawler coming up, but it's not done yet. And there's no Queen at this space. Good timing here out of TY. One drone going to die, possibly. 2 or 3. Okay, 2. 2 go down, and effectively all mining has been shut down at this base for the time being. Nope, everybody gets back to work as the Liberator sneaks up. Tries to sneak up to the natural base and get some stuff done, but no, back at the third. What a juke! What a juke here from TY. More workers going to die. This is a surprising number of dead drones. No, don't focus the Queens. Don't focus. Oh, got a Queen, though. All right, that's fine, I guess. That's totally fine, I suppose. Hellions at the front trying to do stuff. Speedlings trying to get surrounds on them on the creep, doing fairly well at that, at least keeping them away from the drones. But that Liberator attack was effective. What'd you get there? 5 drone kills? 5 drone kills and a Queen on that Liberator? That is one efficient Liberator to be sure. So +1/+1 on the way for TY for his bio. It's going to be a Marine tank type of a thing here with medevac support as we see the reactor on that starport. And meanwhile, +1/+1 coming in for TY, +1 for his ground melee, and +1 ground carapace. Also getting Baneling speed plus health boost called Centrifugal Hooks. It's going to be a Ling Bling, possibly Muta thing, possibly he's going to try to tech up to Ultras. We've seen that, where Zerg players just kind of try to hold on with Lings and Banelings and Queens until they can get Ultras out. It works. I don't know if it's going to work against a player as good as TY. However, so many Marines in production here, and again, Marines with stim and attack upgrades are very good against Ling Baneling. They can kite, they can split, they can target fire the Banelings from distance. Avoiding Baneling hits is crucial here if you're going to play this strategy against a Zerg who's going for the Banelings. TY has been doing it for years. He is excellent. He is elite. He's ready to go. I'm not worried about him at all. What is this? Fast, it's an Overseer. Sneaking along, third base going to get scattered out here too. Fourth base morphing in for a Rogue just to the left of the third, and the attack coming the way where there's no creep, but Overlord does scout that, and actually they're going to try to take down the rocks themselves. Why are you trying to kill the rock tower? Is it going to kill this creep tumor? It does kill the creep tumor. Huh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I know it kills units when it falls down, but kill the tumor. Dropping inside the main base, single Overlord here is going to be able to flee Lings and Banelings again with Centrifugal Hooks. That is a lot, but the tank fire on the ground doing some stuff, but guess what's down there? Lings as well. The tanks are going to die. Hellions down there gonna die too. I really don't see. Oh, did they save the tank? Dropped some Marines down, and actually did save one of the tanks there, but 2 of them went down, or rather one of them went down, and a Hellion as well. But Hellion's still here, tank's still here. 9 kills on that tank already. Look at him coming back on in. The Banelings, no, they can't really go because of the target firing, but you got to start the target fire a little bit sooner than that. The Banelings were right upon them. There we go. That is exactly how you want to do here. Lings, I don't think Lings are going to be enough. Overlord gets taken down. Overseer gets taken down. Flying over wrong place. Wrong time right now. These Marines are just paying for themselves so well. Macro Hatch getting target fired down by these +1/+1 Marines. Lings and Banes cannot allow this Baneling to get a hit. Nope, pick up and boost out. Meanwhile, another attempt of Marines getting dropped at the third base, getting shooed away by a ton of Zerglings, plus Queens, plus Hydras are here. So Hydra Tech going to be the thing. Tank does get killed on the low ground. Marines loading themselves, unloading them, well, getting unloaded onto this kind of medium ground. Meanwhile, another attempt to drop here at the fourth base of Rogue again. Ling Hydra chasing those guys away too. So it is 68 to 71 total harvesters. Is this a Liberator? Liberator in here, firing down upon Zerglings for the most part. They do get, it does get a couple drone kills. And then Hydra going to finish off that Liberator. No, too smart. TY manages to get away with the Liberator. Scott free. 9 kills. Is that the same Liberator from before? I bet it is. I bet that it is. Rogue going for Infestation Pit, working on Muscular Augments, speed for his Hydras, dropping back inside the main base are these Marines. And drones are absolutely falling right now. It's like Olympus has fallen, or White House down, or weren't there 2 movies about the White House getting attacked pretty much at the same time 3-4 years ago? It is weird how Hollywood kind of copies itself simultaneously. That's the weird thing, right? You'd think that White House Down comes out first, or whichever one, and then Olympus Has Fallen comes out a few years later because it's copying the first, but that's not really how it works. They both get released at the same time. I remember watching a YouTube video explaining how that worked, and it's just basically that a good script shows up in Hollywood, and the script is the one that ends up getting copied. Somebody's like, oh, that's a good concept. Then they make their own movie and try to beat the other one to market, and that's why you have multiple movies about Snow White, for example. Again, 4 or 5 years ago, multiple movies about the White House getting attacked, etc., etc. Rogue has a million Zerglings. He's got 92 Lings at the 9-minute mark of this game. 92 Lings. Is he waiting? Oh, a sensor tower just went up, though. The Lings get spotted. I don't know. Is TY going to move out anyway here? 5th base trying to get morphed in from Rogue, but a Liberator and some Marines might have something to say about that. If TY is going to let them. Good bailing hits here at the front, but not quite enough. I'm not entirely sure. Ling's going to try to take down these rocks. Allow access to this 3rd base of TY. 4th base is done here, too, with the Planetary Fortress attack at the 4th base of Rogue. Not going super well for the Terran player. This is a lot of Hydra, but the tank count is 3. And they don't have any upgrades, but it doesn't really matter, as it turns out. Planetary Fortress, 4th base of TY is doing just fine. Ling's actually getting into this 3rd base. Goodbye, all the Marines. Goodbye, the tank, too. This base is in a lot of trouble. Do you come home? If you're TY at this point, what do you do? Small Marine drop at the 3rd base of Rogue. There is action all over the map right now. SCVs here at this 3rd base of TY are getting taken down. Reinforcements do manage to clean that one out. And the 4th base of Rogue is alive here too. So 6 SCVs have died. Total of 16 drones and 6 SCVs have lost their lives in this game so far. It's 75 to 74 Harvesters. Rogue is up by not by all that much. APM well over 500 for these guys right now, over 400 on average throughout the game. Another small attack of Marines and a Viking just trying to push on up here. Marauders too, actually, surprisingly enough. Just trying to bait the units into range of these tanks, which are having a great time shelling everything that gets too close to them. Another Marine attack here at Rogue's 3rd base location. They picked a Viper out of the sky. Fantastic job by TY. Marines going for it, but Ling Baneling with a lot of Hydras. Bit of a problem here. Lings are back at the 3rd base of TY, absolutely taking down all the defenses. Baneling's crushing on in here too. Can they take out these tanks? The tanks will kill you if you don't get rid of them, guys. Baneling's not quite sure what they are doing here, but they do manage to kind of get in this mineral line of the natural base. They do explode. 24 SCVs have gone down. Another attack at Rogue's 3rd base with a handful of Marines. Lings are still here at the 3rd base of TY, finally getting cleaned up by Terran forces. And then a small attack at this Planetary Fortress of TY. The Planetary Fortress has 19 kills. I wonder why it's getting attacked, because it hasn't really been threatened at any point in this game so far. Ultralisk Cavern is on the way here from Rogue. +2 vehicle weapons being researched by TY. The tanks are hitting pretty hard these days, and TY's Bile very close to +3/+3 here at the 12-minute mark. Lings, Banelings, Vipers throwing down Parasitic Bomb on the Medivacs. Great split, though. Getting the wounded ones out of there for the most part, splitting them away from their friends, sucking energy off this hatchery that's also being attacked by the Terrans. The Terran and the Zerg forces are aligned for just a second and taking all the HP off of that hatchery, and the 4th base is going to die. I really don't see Rogue saving this. He's pulling all of the drones in preparation for it, and it does end up exploding there. Boom. 167 to 133 total supply. TY is somehow, some way, making this happen. He's everywhere. That's how. Another attempted attack here at Rogue's 6th base. Nope. Yeah, 6th base up north. It is a gold. It is saved. However, TY's 3rd is still alive here too. Oh, resources lost. 17,000 for Rogue and 13,000 for TY. Such efficiency from this Terran player thus far. His tank count, has he lost many tanks? 5. He's only lost 5. Got a total of 11, so he's doing okay here at the 13-minute mark of the game. Ling's trying to do stuff. Actually, they're going to find... Oh, they almost found the space of TY's. Oh, no, they found it. They found it. And Rogue with a good game. Wow, Rogue taps out. Rogue is defeated. Okay, hold your horses. Hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen. What was the problem here? I guess maybe the problem is he didn't have any ultras, nor did he really have the money to make them. So this attack is heading up to a 6th base. He hasn't replanted his 4th. These Lings come down. He does recognize there's a gold base taken by TY. This is pretty much it, right? This is where he decides it's time to tap out. So let's take a look. Rogue has 5 Hydras, 38 Lings. Yeah, 13 Banes and 2 Vipers. It's just not enough. Against 44 Marines, 11 tanks, 7 Marauders, and 5 Medivacs. Yeah, army supply here is about 3,400 for Rogue and 7,400 for TY. So that's going to be a major, major difference here. And I really think he just saw this base down of TY's, recognized it was there. He probably could have killed it, but he knew he was going to lose his gold base. And he knew his ultras weren't anywhere near coming. He didn't have the mineral or the gas bank to make it happen. And he knew the Marines were at +3/+3. So, wow. I mean, I'm still a little bit surprised he tapped out when he did. I mean, at the end of the game, he had, what, 4 Hydras, 9 Banelings, and 2 Vipers. So, I mean, yes, he was down 50 supply, 2 TY. But, yeah, just an absolutely impeccable game out of the Terran player. Never lost a base. His third base did get ravaged a couple times. Lost 31 SCVs in the game. But really, when all is said and done, if you can kill hatcheries, as he killed this one of Rogues, he was going to kill this one up north. Rogue was going to find himself on 3 base versus a 4-basing Terran player, assuming these Lings at the very least forced a liftoff on this base, on this orbital command in the south for TY, which I think they could have done. But then look at all these units that could come down to save it in the end. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I don't like when players tap out early, where it feels like it's early. Anyway, but this time I think I get it. This time I think I get it. All right, regardless. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and a Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.